I've got 3 burning questions about Pluribus episode 2. Question number 1. When will the pod people stop pulling stuff from Carol's memories to try and make her feel comfortable? It doesn't work, okay? They do it a bunch in this app. The lady that they have walk from Brazil or whatever, because she looks like the female version of the stud from her book on the covers.
Are you supposed to be my character, Raban? Why?
Because they know deep down, I assume because they pulled it from her girlfriend's brain, R.I.P., that was originally a female role instead of a guy.
Helen and I were the only ones who knew.
Them doing that, creepy. Oh, and then later they suggest, hey, let's go on a field trip to the Guggenheim. Oh, how's that sound, Carol? You into that? Oh, I had no idea it was a bucket list item with you and your GF.
It's a beautiful museum. Frank Gehry designed it.
Yeah, Helen talked about it. It was on our bucket list.
It's possible the Guggenheim was picked because it's a cool spot, all right? And perhaps this speaks to what the other group is thinking about Carol, that she's selfish. Everything's about her. But I would argue, in this case, it is about her, because she's the one who needs to be convinced. They all can't wait to drink the juice.
What's going to happen when they figure out how to turn us into them?
That is what I want.
And also, I don't get it when they were like, what, you didn't ask him how it felt? You didn't ask him how it felt? Show of hands if you asked him how it felt.
How could you not ask them what it's like? Raise your hand if you ask them.
This is not a sign that Carol is selfish or whatever, okay? One, Carol's got a great retort to it.
Because I'm smart enough to know you don't ask a drug dealer to describe their heroin.
But I'm with her, like, who cares if they like it? They're the pod people. Oh, I loved when Carol was like, I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie.
I've seen this movie.
I assume the movie she's talking about is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Now, here's hoping Pluribus doesn't end the way that movie does. Especially for the character named Carol in the 93 version. I don't want that for our Carol. I would also argue that when she's talking to the pod people, they won't shut up about how great they're feeling. Dude on the TV keeps talking about how great it is.
Once you understand how wonderful this is.
So why would she stop him to go like, hey, how do you feel? Clearly they think they feel great. Oh, another quick thing about this TV thing. I learned on the podcast, which you got to listen to, there's a Pluribus after show thing. They were shooting this live. This guy, they didn't comp in this recording later. Okay, Ray Seahorn has like an earwig in. This guy, who's a famous soap actor apparently, he's in another room nearby, and they're like having the screen of each other piped into each other.
We feel like we're doing all the talking here.
Another thing I love about Vince Gilligan, okay? I just assumed this was comped in later, but the fact that he went to the trouble to pipe this in from another room, that's pretty cool. They also tell Carol like, hey, remember that favorite meal you loved from that one spot? We made it for you.
Remember your trip to the inn at Little Washington, fall of 1998?
Okay, look, they kind of did this with the you hide a key thing from the last step, and it ends up being a good thing. Like, this doesn't piss Carol off like the Guggenheim one does, because one, she had to get into her house, and two, that bacon sounds pretty good.
They served that pepper bacon you still talk about.
But I just got a little pro tip for the pod peeps. Maybe stop being so specific about where the memories came from. Stop giving dates and backstories to stuff. Just make the bacon and let it trigger the memory for Carol. Question number 2. Who is Carol stopping here? So she's stopping the plane because she wants to go along, or because she's like, hey, you know what? Never mind. Pirate lady has to stay here. Yes, I know her name's Zosia or whatever, but I hope Carol keeps calling her pirate lady.
In the past day, I've spent time with her, gotten to know her. Learned her name.
I know on the pod, they were talking about how a bunch of these apps take place around in the cul-de-sac area that they had to build. So like that would tell me that Carol sticks around. Or maybe she goes to Vegas for one night and comes back. I mean, clearly they can travel however they want. So I mean, I feel like a lot of the later episodes are going to be happening in this cul-de-sac in the houses. It's so cool because when they built the cul-de-sac from scratch, they were like, okay, we just need this part. But then all of a sudden they're like, ooh, okay, turns out we need a drone shot. We're going to have like a digger thing airlifted by helicopter. That means all the yards have to be landscaped now. So cool. Also, the argument she has with the coachman here about like free will and are they slaves and whatnot, I think is pretty heavy and great questions to ask, because this dude is way too cool with it just being like, yeah, this is my paradise. I get to bone whenever I want.
Welcome aboard, Carol.
I mean, I'm with Carol. Like, how is this a utopia and for who? They have to go along with what she says?
That's your idea of paradise? Being used like some sex doll?
I don't know. I mean, more proof that obviously, Carol's right. We got to do something about these pod peeps. But the back and forth with the coachman was pretty funny. I feel like he's the one that we're going to have the most storyline with. Either that or the lady that she was pissed off at. More on her later. Also, why does he want Pirate Lady to go so bad? If every pod person is the same pod person, if they all have a hive mind, a collective consciousness or whatever, he could have this connection he's having with anybody. Hell, I mean, honestly, and if it was just, well, this lady's hot, I want to kiss her on the lips, it could be like, hey, find a doppelganger for this lady. I mean, they found some lady in Brazil to walk and fly across the country to be with Carol. Can't they just do that? Like, why is it got to be her? All these minds are the same, right? Which means that although, you know, it's super funny when Carol's like asking the kids specifics about procedures and stuff.
Tell me, Robbie, for a pelvic exam, what kind of speculum do you prefer? Metal or plastic? What?
That means that kid is also aware of all the hanky-panky that the coxman's been up to. All the boning going on. Ugh. It's gross.
It would depend.
But here's my biggest question for episode 2. And unlike the other ones, I don't think there's a solid answer for this one. I don't think we'll ever know. What was the funniest part? Hard to pick, okay? As soon as the moment comes where she takes the water finally and then throws the cap and dumps it out, that I was like, that's it. That's going to be the biggest laugh of the ep. Wrong, okay? Plenty more laughs. When they're about to meet with the people that can speak English and she sees all their like family members over here and she goes, hey, who are these guys?
Do you know who these guys are?
Great delivery. And then, of course, her back and forth with this lady is so good.
Are you the one who lost her temper and made them all stop moving?
Some hilarious, hilarious stuff here from Ray Seahorn.
You are a horrible person.
Okay, who is the angry one now?
See, it's tough to choose.